Yes, chat box.
But where it is in? Okay. So can I tell you or I need to write something?
No,
Hmm?
orally you can say.
Okay. So basically, Data Raptor, it is a part of Omni Studio. So for the fetching the data from Salesforce, so we are using the Data Raptor. So in our language, if suppose we call it as one type of it is a SQL type of, you can consider how we can query the SQL to fetch the data from database. Same thing, Data Raptor you can do. So here there is types of some data raptors in Omni Studio. For example, data raptor turbo extract. Suppose you want to fetch the data from one object, so you can use data raptor turbo extract. And then there is a data raptor extract. Suppose you want to fetch the data from more than two objects, then you can use data raptor extract. Here you can use the formula and you can use the output and you can create a JSON as per yourself. Then there is a data raptor transform. You fetch the data to the Omni script to FlexCart. You can use data raptor transform and data raptor load. Basically, data raptor load, it is used for to uh, load the data to the Salesforce via Omni Studio or FlexCart. So it is a data raptor. So IP, so it is also the part of Omni Studio basically. And if suppose we consider as, let's say, logically anything you need to write in code, so how we can write a code, same thing in IP we can do, but here it is drag and drop. So IP basically what they did uh, to fetch the data, actually data after whatever we queried, so via IP you can use. So from external services calling, you can use IP, basically integration processor. You can call Apex via remote action at a time via IP. So different types of basically integration purposes IP is used. IP directly connect to the Omni script, and then an HTTP action is HTTP action be called from Omni script. Why do we prefer calling it from separate IP? See, in IP also there is a one HTTP actions. We can call it from IP, and OmniScript you can HTTP action can be called from. Yes, it is possible. And why do we prefer calling it is from separate IP? See, separate IP means if you require you can, or means you are not required, then you cannot, means you can skip also. What is the use of HTTP action in Omni Studio? Basically integration basically if you want to call to the any third party at the time of that HTTP action you can use in Omni Studio, connecting the connecting the third party. What are the way of finding out HTTP error? HTTP error. HTTP error. What is it? Mm, like 200, 300 type of error is there, means 400. I know these things, but what are all these 200? Can we call one integration processor from another? Why do we do that? Yes, it is possible. You can call one IP to the other. Why do we do that? Can a child IP be called multiple time? Yes, it is possible. Child IP we can call multiple. Can we call an IP from a can we call integration processing from MWC? Yes, it is possible. We can call. Not sure how to call, but it is possible. IP integration procedure. Integration. Yes, it is possible. I want enroll from that collect information sent to third party. The third party will response and we will need to store the detail already saved in enroll. If never go for or to handle it and store the data is the technical term. So basically in the Omni Studio, the whatever response we have getting which is stored in a data JSON. So if you are using DR or IP, so there is a uh, data JSON. So whatever request you send and response is getting all things which are in under in the data JSON. So via data JSON we can handle these things.
Okay, Prajwal, you're done with the interview. Our team will get back on the update. So